Well, you hurt your back before, right?
Plenty times.
What was it like when you couldn't pick up your daughter?
Horrible.
So now, because you've gotten fit,
Yeah.
you get to pick her up.
Yep. I get to pick her up. Yep. I get to swing her around. I get to do, yeah. And so it's that opportunity, that privilege, right? Because we could lose it like that.
Yep.
And so when we're running through the day, right, there's a lot of things, like I said, yes, we have a lot and there's a lot that's on our shoulders, but man, at the end of the day, it's like, I got to do this, like you said, get to, right? I got to wake up in the morning. I got to put my clothes on. I get to move, right? Because for a minute, I couldn't move. I couldn't even crawl because my back was so bad.
Worst feeling in the world, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And it pains you. So getting those opportunities can help overcome that mental fatigue.
Yeah. It's so unfortunate in life that we have to have things almost taken away from us to have a level of appreciation for it.
That's how we learn, though.
Well, it doesn't have to always be that way. You're right.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily think it's the learning. It's the motivating factor. It's the pleasure-pain situation.
Right.
I'm going to throw some pain in your way to take this away from you. Because, how do kids respect the stove, right? They just...
Yeah.
They get burnt.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Then that's the motivating factor for them not to touch it again.
Yeah. True.
So, does it have to get to the point where the pain is so great that you have to have a heart attack, that you have to have your back get blown out, that you have to have all these things go on? Or can you start on the opposite end? So when you're feeling tired, the shift in just the vocabulary.
Yeah.
Just a little shift. I get to have a great life. So I think part of the reality is, when you look at like the analogy of the salmon, or you look at the analogies of like the rocket ship and things like that. We're taught this at such a young age. Like train. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I know I can. I know I can. Woo woo. And that's the mental buildup.
Yeah.
Right. When you stop and think about how we talk to ourselves, that's where the shift begins on the fatigue. Yeah. That salmon swimming upstream, and when he gets to spawn, he's like, I get to live.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
It's funny, a little change in terminology goes a long ways.
Yeah.
And some people misconstrue this. When you put affirmations out to the universe, I am a winner. Yeah. I am strong. I am disciplined. I am focused. One of the things that I've realized in my life is that when I talk to myself a certain way, it motivates in a certain way. If I beat myself, stop being a little bitch.
Yeah.
Go, push, go,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
I have it on my iPhone watch. So when I go running, it literally says, shut your inner bitch voice up. So when I look at the time, because I'm running, and I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep going, right?
Yeah.
But that goes to anything else. So if you have a dream board, and it's not just a dream board, it's all the images you have around you.
Yeah.
If you have it in your bathroom, of your ideal body.
Yeah.
If you have, let's say, like next to your scale, your target weight of your goal, and you jot down when you step on that scale, where am I at?
Yeah.
How much closer am I? And you put minus 12, minus 8, minus 5, I'm almost there. Little rewards, right? All these little things add up. They're all advantage stacking techniques.
Yeah.
So planning it out the day before.
Yeah.
So picking up one of these little tools is better than adding one more to do.
Yeah. Well, ooh, man. Yeah. Yeah. Factual for real. I like that. So real quick, I know we didn't talk about the physical. I think mental is a great way to start off. The physical side, I think, could be dedicated to the next time.
Yeah.
In the lab. But if there was 3 takeaways or 3 points that you would give people on the overcoming mental fatigue, high level, what would that be? And then I'll go after you.
Man, 1, start the day before.
Okay.
So don't allow things that would get into your way. Sleep in your sweats. Have your shoes ready. Right?
Yeah.
Number 1. Number 2, how you're speaking to yourself.
Okay.
As soon as you start hearing that bitch voice,
Yeah.
I don't have to. I get to.
Yep.
That would be my number 2. And my number 3 is expense all the energy up front. Just go for it. Don't go half-assed. Don't start off just a smidge. Mm-hmm. Go all in. Throw all the chips in. Burn the ships. Go.
Yeah.
That would be it.
Yeah. I like that right there. That's good. I number 1, like you said, sleep your sweats, get ready, prepare the night before or the day before. Definitely, I'm with you on that. That would be number 1 as well. Number 2, when you do get up in the morning, my analogy, mental wise, is get up as if you're a superstar. In my head, just coming from a wrestling background, you're going out to the stage, right? You have that grand entry. Just get up like a superstar. Don't get up and be like, oh, here we go again. Get up like a superstar. People can't stand the fact that my favorite day is Monday. They're like, why Monday? I'm like, it's a whole new week of opportunity. Let's go.
I get to.
Yeah. I get to have a whole new week of opportunity, right? Merging those two together. Get up like a superstar and just get ready for the day. And then number 3, to overcome mental fatigue is when you going in line with number 1, having everything set up the day before. But now number 3 is now you know what you're going to do. It's something about crossing it off, stacking that win. And when you stack those wins, you're not tired because you're feeling like a winner. And you realize the more you keep stacking wins and crossing those tasks off, that mental fatigue turns into mental victory.
You know, in the military, we used to have a term for that. We used to call it AARs. AAR stands for After Action Review.
Okay.
What was working? What wasn't working? What do we need to sustain? Right? And it was funny because we would ask this question, anybody from the private all the way up to the captain. And it said, no hurt feelings, right? When we ran this drill, we ran this mission. From your perspective, what do you see that was working?
Yeah.
What do you see that what wasn't working?
Yeah.
And what do you think we need to sustain? Like, I've been doing this.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I think people need to do more of is a little checklist. You see me here in the morning, I'm doing my mental checklist, getting the studio ready. Right?
Yep.
You also see that I put the red tape on the ground. Why is that?
Well, in my eyes, I did some like markers so you know what to do next time you come in. Preparation.
Simple, one word. Consistency.
Okay.
Consistency.
Yeah.
So the consistency is really important. If you guys haven't got a book, and this is a great book to get someday, Colton, I'll get you this one next. You got to finish the one I just gave you. It's called Checklist Manifesto.
All right.
Okay. Great book. Now the reason why that's so important is, and one of my favorite parts in the book, it's about the pilot of the B-52 plane, and one of the greatest pilots that ever lived at the time, right? Experimental plane, B-52 bomber, right? I don't know if you know this, but the first one that came out, they had all the generals up on the bleachers. Plane takes off, barrel rolls, crash and burns. Day 1. And they were like, what happened?
Yeah.
So when they went back and they looked and they researched the whole thing, pilots, when they take off, have a whole checklist.
Yeah.
One of the last items that was introduced new to that plane was a pullback of a specific lever. The lever took the rudders on the plane that control it, took a pin out the rudder so the rudders would be able to move. They had that because the wingspan was so big that when it would blow wind sideways, it would lift the plane up. It was one new feature that was introduced into that specific plane. That pilot had been so cocky. He had been doing so good on all the other planes. He's like, oh, flaps on, check,
Yeah.
and he missed that one thing.
Yeah.
What happened that one day? I didn't use my checklist and I didn't hit record.
Yep. We didn't get it. Yeah.
We didn't get it.
Yeah.
I swear to God. Do you know what was going in my mind at that second?
The bomber.
Didn't pull the damn lever,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did I say right afterwards?
Yeah.
I need a checklist.
Yeah. You did.
So I think one of the things that will help you avoid the fatigue, because the fatigue a lot of times is that setback, is those 3 things you said. These are my 3 checklist items.
Yeah.
1, let me check my attitude. 2, let me check my routine.
Yeah.
3, let me check my level of effort.
Yeah.
Let me really grade it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then without overcomplicating it, just run it.
Yeah.
Run it consistent until it's like, you got this.
Yeah.
Oh, I got this. Give yourself 2 weeks on a consistent routine.
Yeah.
The next week, add one more item to it.
Yeah. Yep.
And then do it again for 2 more weeks.
Yeah.
If you did that for 8 weeks in a row, you'd have 4 new items added to that checklist by the end of the 2-month period.
True.
How many things could you think you can have consistent if one of them is get up at like 5 or 6 a.m.? The second one is, meal prep or go to the gym. Mm-hmm. The next one is, my food's already set, right? Those are all advantage stacking items.
Yeah.
And then you got nothing but to win.
Yeah. Stacking them wins.
That's it. That's how you battle fatigue.
Yeah. That's for sure. And just going out with this, I didn't start checking the list off, the task off, until my wife told me to.
Ooh.
She said, it's something about crossing that list, each one, that makes you feel better.
Yeah.
Because I was just running like, okay, I got to do this. I got to do that. She's like, just write it down and just cross it off one at a time. Yeah. Even if they're small things, taking out the trash. Now, I'm not saying like I didn't take out the trash.
It's actually true.
But what I'm saying is like those little things, like people think just big things, goals. I got to get there. I got to lose 150 pounds. Okay. Start off by washing the dishes, getting your plates clean and ready so you can meal prep. Bam, cross it off.
Reverse engineer it.
Yeah.
If I in order for me to get that weight, what do I need to do?
Yeah.
Who is that person?
Yeah.
And then reverse engineer that.
Yep. And she put that in my head and I just started doing it. And I tell you this, from the moment she told me that and I started crossing that list off, I felt so much more accomplished and less fatigued mentally.
There you go.
That was tight.
There you go.
Thank you, my love.
There you go.
Yeah, it's crazy stuff. So yeah, mental fatigue, we'll stop with that. The next one will be physical fatigue, because of the fact that there's so many people, literally, I kid you not, where people go, I'm just so sick and tired of being sick and tired. Mm-hmm. And it's physical, but a lot of it stems from here.
Yeah.
But that's something that I've noticed when people that I'm coaching, when they say that, when I speak to them. And that one, I think that one is going to hit a lot of people hard, and a lot of people may not like it, but it's truth. It is direct. And I think it's going to help more than hurt.